Situation: your friend wants to improve her English speaking skills. Here are 3 possible solutions. 1. Join an English speaking club. 2. Take an online speaking course. 3. Practice speaking with a native speaker online. Which do you think is the best solution? Why?
If my friend wants to improve their English speaking skills, would recommend practicing with a native speaker online as the best option. Firstly, speaking with a native speaker provides real-life conversation experience. It helps improve pronunciation, fluency, and listening skills much faster than just studying alone or attending classes. With online platforms like italki or Cambly, it's also very convenient and flexible. Compared to that, joining an English-speaking club is helpful too, but the people in the club might not always speak correctly or naturally, especially if they are learners themselves. It's good for building confidence, but not always accurate. Taking an online course can help with structure and learning expressions, but without real conversation, it's not enough. Speaking is a skill that needs practice, not just theory. So, in my opinion, talking regularly with a native speaker is the most practical and effective solution for improving speaking skills.
Situation: students at your university are feeling stressed. The school is considering 3 possible ways to help. 1. Reduce homework and deadlines. 2. Organize stress management workshops. 3. Allow more outdoor and recreational activities. Which do you think is the most effective solution? Why?
To reduce student stress, I believe reducing homework and deadlines is the most effective solution. Many students feel overwhelmed because they have too many assignments and not enough time to complete them. If schools reduce the workload or allow more flexible deadlines, students can better manage their time and feel less pressure. This would directly target the root cause of academic stress. Stress management workshops are helpful in theory, but they don't always lead to real changes unless the workload also changes. And while outdoor activities are refreshing, they are only short-term reliefs. So, overall, I think adjusting the amount of homework and deadlines will bring the most meaningful and long-lasting impact on students' well-being.
Situation: you have just moved to a new city and want to make friends. Here are 3 ways you're considering. 1. Join a local sports or hobby club. 2. Use social media or apps to meet people. 3. Take part in community volunteer activities. Which is the best way to make friends?
If I just moved to a new city, I would choose to join a local sports or hobby club to make friends. This is because clubs allow people to meet regularly and naturally bond over shared interests. Whether it's a football team, a book club, or a photography group, it creates a relaxed environment where friendship develops over time. Using social media might help, but sometimes it leads to awkward or short-lived connections. It lacks the face-to-face interaction that builds strong relationships. Volunteering is meaningful, but not everyone volunteers regularly, and it may not always lead to close friendships. So, I believe joining a hobby club is the most effective and enjoyable way to meet people in a new place. Personally, I think cooking at home is the most effective way for a student to save money.
Situation: you want to save money as a university student. Here are 3 possible solutions. 1. Cook at home instead of eating out. 2. Use public transportation instead of taxis. 3. Find a part-time job on weekends. Which is the most effective way to save money?
Eating out every day is expensive, especially in big cities. If I prepare my own meals, I can spend less and eat healthier at the same time. It also teaches useful life skills like planning and budgeting. Taking public transport helps too, but transportation costs are usually fixed and not as high as food expenses. Working part-time is a way to earn money, but it doesn't necessarily reduce your spending. Also, working weekends can affect your studies if not balanced well. Therefore, I believe cooking at home regularly is a smart and sustainable way to manage student expenses.
Situation: you are planning your birthday. There are 3 suggestions. 1. A beach holiday. 2. A climbing holiday. 3. A sightseeing holiday. Which do you think is the best choice for you? Why?
If I had to choose one way to celebrate my birthday, I'd pick a beach holiday because it offers the perfect mix of relaxation and fun. Birthdays, for me, are a time to recharge and enjoy life, and the beach provides a calm yet festive setting, whether it's sunbathing, swimming, or having a seaside barbecue. Compared to that, a climbing holiday might be too intense. While adventurous, it requires physical effort and comes with risks, which isn't how I'd want to spend my special day. Sightseeing, though interesting, often involves tight schedules and crowded places, more tiring than relaxing. Overall, a beach holiday feels ideal, peaceful, joyful, and a chance to celebrate with loved ones without stress or pressure.
Situation: your friend wants to stay healthy. Here are 3 possible solutions. 1. Do regular exercise. 2. Eat more fruits and vegetables. 3. Get enough sleep every night. Which do you think is the most effective way to stay healthy?
While all 3 solutions are important for maintaining good health, I believe that doing regular exercise is the most effective option. First of all, physical activity not only helps improve cardiovascular health and build stronger muscles, but it also supports mental well-being. For example, people who exercise regularly often feel more energetic, sleep better, and are less likely to suffer from anxiety or depression. Even just 30 minutes of walking or jogging a day can have noticeable benefits. Of course, eating healthy foods like fruits and vegetables provides essential nutrients, and sleeping well helps the body recover. However, without physical movement, a person may still feel sluggish or become unfit over time. In addition, regular exercise encourages people to develop a healthy lifestyle overall. When people work out, they're often more motivated to eat clean and sleep on time, which means they benefit from all 3 habits. To sum up, while eating well and sleeping enough are necessary, I strongly believe that exercise is the key habit that leads to a healthier and more active life.
Situation: you want to learn a new skill during your free time. Here are 3 options. 1. Learn to play a musical instrument. 2. Learn how to cook. 3. Learn a new language. Which do you think is the most useful skill to learn?
In my opinion, learning a new language is the most useful skill to learn in your free time. Firstly, language learning opens many doors, both personally and professionally. It can help you communicate with people from different countries, understand other cultures, and even improve your chances of finding a good job. For example, knowing English, Chinese, or Spanish can be a big advantage in today's global job market. Learning how to cook is also practical, especially for daily life. It saves money and allows you to eat healthier. Playing a musical instrument, on the other hand, is great for creativity and emotional expression, but it's less useful in everyday situations unless you pursue a career in music. Furthermore, language learning trains your memory, listening, and problem-solving skills. It's challenging but very rewarding. You can also use it to travel, study abroad, or build international friendships. All things considered, language is a life-changing skill, and learning it in your free time is a smart investment for the future.
Situation: you have a day off from work or school. Here are 3 ways you can spend it. 1. Stay at home and rest. 2. Go out with friends. 3. Visit a new place. Which do you think is the best way to spend your day off?
If I had a day off, I would prefer to visit a new place, because I find it both relaxing and exciting. Exploring somewhere new, whether it's a local cafe, a nature park, or a nearby city, gives me a sense of adventure. It helps me break out of my routine and experience something different. Visiting new places also allows me to take photos, learn new things, and create lasting memories. While staying at home can be comfortable, it can also feel boring or even a bit lonely. It might help you rest, but you don't really gain anything new from the experience. Going out with friends is fun, but it usually involves going to the same places you already know, like shopping malls or restaurants. On the other hand, when you visit a new place, even just for a few hours, it feels like a small vacation. It refreshes your mind and gives you energy for the days ahead. That's why I think spending your day off exploring a new place is the most enjoyable and rewarding choice.
Situation: your school wants to reduce its environmental impact. Here are 3 possible actions. 1. Encourage students to recycle. 2. Use less electricity and water. 3. Organize tree planting activities. Which do you think is the most effective way to help the environment?
Among the 3 options, I believe the most effective way to protect the environment is to encourage students to recycle. Recycling helps reduce the amount of waste that ends up in landfills or oceans. By reusing materials like paper, plastic, and glass, we also save natural resources and reduce pollution. In a school setting, students throw away a lot of paper and plastic, so teaching them how to recycle properly can have a big impact. While using less electricity and water is also important, it depends a lot on facilities and systems. It may not be easy for students to control the school's overall consumption unless the school installs better equipment. Tree planting is meaningful, but it's usually a one-time event. Recycling, on the other hand, is something students can practice every day and carry into their future lives. So, I think raising awareness and building recycling habits among students is the most practical and long-lasting solution to protect the environment.
Situation: you are helping a friend prepare for a job interview. Here are 3 ways you can help. 1. Practice answering common interview questions. 2. Help them choose the right clothes. 3. Give them advice on how to stay calm and confident. Which do you think is the most helpful way to support your friend?
To support my friend in preparing for a job interview, I think the most helpful thing would be to practice answering common interview questions. This is because interviews can be stressful, especially when people don't know what to expect. By going through common questions together, my friend will feel more prepared and confident. They can learn how to structure their answers, highlight their strengths, and avoid making common mistakes. Choosing the right outfit is also important, but it only takes a few minutes and doesn't affect the actual performance during the interview. Similarly, giving advice about staying calm is helpful, but it's usually not enough unless they feel truly ready. Practicing questions is active preparation. It helps reduce anxiety because they know what to say and how to say it. So in my opinion, role-playing and answering sample questions is the best way to prepare and build real confidence.